Thanks. Reaction tonight after the National Transportation Safety Board releases its preliminary findings on the deadly plane crash at Bradley Airport. 7 people killed in that crash and 7 more injured when a vintage B-17 crashed into a de-icing facility 2 weeks ago.
While the details are still sparse, the report is leaving many more questions centered on specific mechanics of the plane itself. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us live from Windsor Locks with the latest.
For those who lost someone in the crash to politicians, many feel the NTSB's preliminary report on the B-17 crash really only outlined the incident, hinting at a mechanical failure in one of the plane's engines. But in a crash scenario where the devil is in the details, these families say that this report didn't tell them anything they didn't already know. 7 dead and 7 injured after the B-17 crash at Bradley 2 weeks ago. That's 14 families affected forever, wanting to know what went wrong during the short flight. Western Mass News spoke with one widow, Deborah, the wife of East Granby man Robert Rydell. Though she didn't feel up to an interview today, she tells me the preliminary findings report details she already knew from witnessing the plane on the tarmac that day.
So definitely the focus of the NTSB has to be on engines 3 and 4 and why the right wing of the plane, where those engines were, in fact was lower than the other.
Earlier, Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut speaking out about the findings, including the NTSB's account that engine 4 was the least maintained engine at the time of the flight. The pilot complaining about a bad magneto shortly before crashing.
They're unconfirmed about problems in starting those engines. Apparently the fuel fit the right type for this engine, and that's what this report indicates. So the problem may not have been with the fuel, but there have been reports about difficulties in starting engines 3 or 4, and maybe both.
We all plan to get together at some point once things settle down.
In the meantime, I spoke with Joe Roberts over video chat. He's the brother of Jim, the Ludlow man who died in the crash. He tells me a small network of support is forming between the families, going to funerals for people they didn't know but now feel connected to.
Just talking to them, just trying to help each other. It's helping. I mean, it's never going to make it right, but it does help to share experiences.
Again, the NTSB not expected to release their official cause of the crash for another year to 18 months. Now, we do have an update for you tonight on the 3 plane crash survivors who were still receiving treatment for burns in the Bridgeport Burn Center. We've learned from hospital officials tonight that they're still in fair condition. 2 of those 3 people are a local couple from Feeding Hills. Reporting live in Windsor Locks, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.